Welcome to our topic, Changing Student Distributions to Lost. Our learning objectives are threefold. We'll begin with why. And this process simply allows your campus to reflect those students who did not return their textbooks by the deadline that was set. When does this process take place? We typically see it at the end of a school year. But if your particular campus is divided by term, you can also accomplish that task. And lastly, how? I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and walk you through the step-by-step process. I'll also be giving you some tips and some scenarios along the way. Once you've logged into the TIPWeb-IM application, you're going to locate the Tools icon, which is in your left navigation bar, and click. Clicking on the icon brings us into the Tools page. Near the bottom of the page, you'll note the Global Tools header, and just to the right, the closing icon. We'll go ahead and click to enter into our closing page. Note the student header and just beneath the icon, Change Student Distributions to Lost. Before we begin our process, also note the last run area. Once we've run this process, a date will populate, and this date will be very helpful as we move forward in allowing us to see the last time we ran this process. We'll go ahead and start by clicking on the Change Student Distributions to Lost. Now that we're on the closing page, we have several options available to us. Note if we want to change all books still distributed to students from a status of distributed to lost, then all we have to do is press Go. This would change all dates, all titles, and all grades to lost. However, we can narrow down our closing by selecting a particular date or date range. I'll go ahead and click on the Date tab, and now you can see again we could close or change student distributions to lost between two particular dates. This might be useful if, say, your campus has a summer term. You distributed books for that term, and now you want to change just those books to lost. We also might want to change a book to lost by title. I'll go ahead and select the Title tab. And perhaps there's a book that fits this criteria where you only want to focus in on a particular book. You can narrow your search by using the drop-down menu. And once you've located your book, you'll want to go ahead and click on it to highlight it in yellow. Note at the bottom, now the title of the book populates, and if we click Go, only that title's distributed books to students would be changed to lost. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this area to reset my title filters. Lastly, I want to take you to the Grade tab. Clicking on this tab allows you to select a particular grade that you want to change those student distributed books to lost. This might be applicable in, say, a high school where you have seniors that are going to be graduating before the rest of the student population. So if you want to focus in on a particular grade, you simply select the grade, and now note that only that particular grade will be changed to lost when we select the Go icon. To move out of the page, we click on Cancel. I'm going to click on Cancel, which brings us back to our closing page. I'll go ahead and select one more time, Change Student Distributions to Lost. Now I'm going to actually run the feature that will change all dates, all titles, and all student distributed books for every grade to lost by clicking on the Go icon. A tooltip comes up that asks me, am I sure I want to do this? Because I can't undo it once it's been done. So I'll go ahead and say OK to begin the process. Note the processing screen, and once it's been completed, you'll get a completion indicator that the closing transaction has indeed been completed. I'll go ahead and click OK to exit out of this window. And now I'm going to move back out of this screen. Now the date that I ran the process populates. This concludes our step-by-step instruction on changing student distributions to lost. We want to thank you for watching, and remember, you have unlimited support. Please find additional materials and videos on our Support Center.